Hello, vibrators. Welcome to Vibrate or Diedrate. This is Mikey P. I'm in the mix like Cape Batter.
And this is Third Street. This podcast is all about surprise topics where we're going to ask what the vibe is. Today, I'm going to be talking about Lil Nas X and Ariana Grande.
We're talking about parking tickets. All right, let's go. Vibe in.
Hello, everyone. So, actually, last week we totally did not even talk about who we were or give you guys any background. So, we're going to start off this podcast this
I like
time.
to keep you guys guessing.
Yeah. So, basically, me and Mikey P, we kind of grew up together from Colorado, met each other in high school, and we've been friends ever since. Just a little bit about myself. I am currently a grad student trying to get my degree. It's been the worst decision of my life, but here we are. And then I will hopefully be going into some kind of engineering business afterwards. Mikey, what about you?
Yeah, I'm not doing shit with my life, so I decided to do the one thing everybody else is doing. Just start a podcast.
I love it.
Yeah.
So let's start this off. Let's hear your topic.
Renika, Third Street. Crazy week. To give you a little bit more background, so I mentioned I was talking about parking tickets. It was worth mentioning, I graduated college, or at least undergrad, spring, this year, 2020.
Yes,
Even
sir.
in grad school, I decided to, not do shit with my life because what up? Pandemic and economic recession, can't find a job, what up? So, good background, basically, I'm unemployed right now. Got my degree and all that, cool, whatever, but having trouble finding a job. Definitely worth mentioning. This week, I'm going to school in Miami, or I was going to school in Miami, still living here, kind of staying around, trying to find work down here. And I'm currently living right near my old school, and my new apartment that I moved into, they don't have a parking garage, and they just tell all the residents to park on campus. I guess it's also worth mentioning that I am living in a student housing apartment complex as not a student. But whatever, they offered me $550 a month. I can't say no to that. So haven't been student since April, so about 6 months. I was working for the school and hoping for that to turn into a full-time job through September, but I haven't done that since. And even then, employees don't even get parking permits or whatever. So basically, for the past 6 months, I've been parking, I guess illegally, if that's the right term, on campus, and just walking to and from the parking garage closest to my apartment back to my apartment, and so forth. And I've just been doing that without problem, without nothing, no parking citation or anything. On top of that, I just straight up thought, hey, they're just not gonna be doing that because the whole reason of a parking citation and parking, just the parking office and everything, that all the people who control the parking on campus, the reason they're there is to make sure people aren't taking up spots that should be reserved for people who need them.
Right.
Well, who needs them if school is online, most offices are remote, and the amount of parking spaces that are needed right now are maybe max 20% of full capacity. So I just figured, there's no reason, obviously, you don't want, you can have your parking people, patrol and just make sure there's not anything bad. I can understand how any business or an organization would want to do that, in any scenario in terms of security. But I just figured there wasn't going to be any big thing about citations or anything, and I 100% thought they just stopped doing it. And I'm pretty sure even the parking office, they were maybe technically furloughed for a while, and so I 100% didn't even think that they were working. Whole point of this background is fast forward to, I think it was Friday, so a couple days ago. Today is Sunday. A few days ago, I think it was Thursday or Friday, lay down, take my afternoon nap, as I do daily, and about 10-15 minutes in, that crucial moment where you're just barely asleep, but you're like losing consciousness, but you're still awake.
Yeah.
So you're like just slipping into it, and so if anything pulls you out, it seems like you're in another dimension type of deal. Well, the parking office pulled me into out of that reality, and I just like completely lost it. I'm slipping into there, and my phone starts lighting up. One message, two messages, bzz, 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 bzz. I had it on Vibrate, just popping off, and I'm like, this is absurd. Nobody likes me this much. Who the fuck wants this? What's the deal? Look at my phone. FIU parking. 15 different messages, 15 different emails. Open the Gmail app, open the notification, go to the Gmail app. I see FIU parking citation, or something along those lines in the subject line. I'm like, well, this is concerning, because there's 15 of them at this point, and another one just popped in as I opened my phone, so there's 16. What the hell? And I open it, and it's like, it had a little button to like take me to the citation page. Open that. I had 16 or 17 different parking citations since September 8th.
And oh my god.
I looked through them. They're all like $25 for about a month, and then after a month they dropped it to $20 for some reason. I don't know why they thought that was going to make me pay it. At this point, they're like, oh, we'll drop it $5. That'll sure get him to pay it. He'll show them up. We care. So I looked through it. There's like 15 or 16 different ones. I think there's like 17 actually. I think I got another one like after I even went through all these. And then, $25, $25, $20, and there was one $50 one. Obviously, they're all parking citations of I don't have a student permit, and I'm parking in a student parking lot, for which I didn't know that they were giving out citations for at this point, because I thought, we're still in a pandemic and nobody's using the parking garage. And on top of that, it's also worth mentioning, when I moved into this apartment building, they did tell me I would be able to park at that garage.
Right.
Regardless of how it really turned out, whatever, going through them, I see one subtotal for one of the citations was $50 even. I look at that one, and the title of that one is Vehicle Immobilization Boot. They put one of the boots on my car, apparently, but by the time a little bit more background of this is I spent about 3 to 4 weeks between back home in Colorado and actually spending some time in San Diego looking for jobs and everything over, throughout October. While I was out there, they put a boot on my car, and it sat there for so long. They took it off before I got back. That is absurd. So I looked through all of them again, and they go. So I mentioned they go all the way back to September 8th.
Right.
So about 2 months worth of them. There's 17 of them. They all have the same issue date. There's a citation date of when it was like committed, I guess, and documented. And then there's an issue date, which is the date that they issue it to the person who who's receiving the citation. It was all Friday at 1 p.m. right when I was in the just it was like the nap was teasing me. Like, it was like fondling my balls at this point. And they all have the same what did I say, issue date? Yeah, same issue date within a matter of a few minutes of each other, which means that they documented all of this and just didn't tell me that I have all these citations until last Friday, and they told me I have all of them at once, telling me at the end I owe them $430 worth of parking citations.
Oh, I'm getting a vibe.
That's what happened to me last week. So I gotta know, Nika. Parking citations. What's the vibe?
I just want to start off by saying, Mikey, we were just talking about how you weren't into butt stuff, but based on what just happened, it seems like everyone's just fucking you in the ass right now. I don't
make sense of this. I 100% don't like this.
I don't understand how. First of all, no, I don't understand how they can tell you, yes, you can park here, and then give you all these citations. But I really don't understand how they can wait months before charging you for these citations. Like if you don't know that you're doing something wrong, how are you supposed to fix it?
That's the point of this. Like, I think giving out parking citations for a school I already paid to go to is bullshit. I think that's a common argument for a lot of students, and I think it's 100% valid and also correct. It is, while opinions can't be correct, this one is. But besides all that, you don't tell me I'm doing something wrong. I'm not gonna know it's wrong. And then when you tell me I've been doing it wrong for 2 months and that you have been waiting to tell me but still accruing a penalization for each time I do it without telling me and expect me to pay it once I hit like a fucking premium or something. Like, a part of me thinks that just like whoever was citing it or whatever, just like some dumbass intern or something, some student assistant, some fucking freshman who can't, whose parents don't have enough money for him to live off of their credit cards and has to actually get a job, fucked it up and just didn't push a single fucking button. Because like the first one, it's $25. I would try to refute it. Even if they said no, you have to pay it, I would pay it, and then I would just stop parking. Like, there's other parking in my neighborhood. No, they just tell me you have to pay us $430. What?
This is a bad vibe, and honestly, this sounds like a real bad toxic relationship. It sounds major manipulation. I think you need to get out of this relationship immediately.
They're manipulating me.
I'm concerned about you. This is emotional abuse, and like, that's not okay.
It's fine. When it's good, it's great. Okay, trust me. You just have to be there for the good times.
This is actually insane, and like, I am just gonna give my suggestion is that you go in there and talk to them, because there's no way that you're paying that money. That is absolutely
someone's manager.
No. Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna go. In Biden's America, this wouldn't happen.
In Biden's America, that's the T.
That's the T. Dang.
I'm not gonna lie. My topic is not as exciting or as hurtful as yours, but man, I'm a little ashamed that I don't have something more exciting, but I guess I'll go into it now. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Before transition, I will admit, when this happened, my first reaction was like, one, this was bullshit, and then my response to me feeling that way was like, holy shit, this is like gold for my podcast.
I love it.
This has some value now. That's the vibe.
Now there's an upside.
Now there's always an upside. That's the vibe. What happened to you this week? What's going on in Ronique's realm?
Oh man. All right. So this past week, as you know, it was Halloween. We talked about that last episode.
Yes, it was.
So I'm sure you saw this all over social media. I've got like two things. One is Halloween related. The other one, so we're just gonna go like music industry right now. Lil Nas X. Yep. He dresses up as the Queen Nicki. He loves Nicki. Everyone knows Lil Nas X is a Nicki fan. Like, he dresses up as Nicki Minaj for Halloween. He got so much shade. Like, I have never seen grown men so angry at what at what like someone does in their own free time. Like, I don't know if you saw the pictures, but like he pulled off, in my opinion, he pulled off the costume very well, and he
Yeah,
got
I
so
saw
much
pictures,
shade.
and yeah, he
Like
he
he was
he
like,
took the look. Like it was
it was a good
quality
costume.
costume.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
but like I was just like, of course I follow his Twitter and I just see all the people he's quoting and he's like, bro, like I don't care, like leave me alone. Like people were just giving him so much shade for it. And I was just like, why do you guys care so much? First of all, it's not like this is a surprise to anyone. Like this man's like has dressed up in like different outfits. Like, he is very in touch with his feminine side. Like he's done this in the past since he's been big. Like also
Yep.
he is out. Like he is an out gay man. And like I am so proud of him for being like like the first rapper pretty much to like ever come out, like that was an exciting thing for, I feel like, the LGBTQ plus community, just to like have someone like that who is not afraid to like say who they were and stuff like that. And I'm just like, we've known this for a long time. Mans is gay. Mans is gay
about it, and it was a
like
fucking bop.
exactly, like whole song about it. And then people are attacking him for dressing up as like one of his idols for Halloween. I was like, that's shady. But then on the other hand, we're gonna go with Ariana Grande, if I could say her name right. Ariana Grande, she just released her new album, and she was getting major slander too, because people were like, "Why are you talking about sex?" Like this was like basically like Miley Cyrus 2.0. I was like, bro, this woman is 27 years old. Like we like 27 years old, and
I know
what do you expect her to do?
Too young to be talking that. Oh.
Like she got so much shade just from people like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe she would make a song so vulgar and like talk about like 69ing. Oh my god, like I cannot believe this. I'm like, bro, haven't we all lived through the Miley Cyrus era when everyone was like giving her shade for just being a different person and like coming outside of her shell?
I like ripped off the Band-Aid. Like
exactly.
Artists are going to be talking about this, whether you like it or not. It is their music. Right. If you don't like it, don't fucking listen to it.
Exactly. And so like basically Michael, like what I'm coming to you today to ask you what the vibe is. I'm wondering what's the vibe on the slander that the minority communities in the music business continuously get. Ariana Grande, I feel like most of this was just about her being a woman, because you know damn well any other man that would have sang what she was singing would not have gotten any kind of attention whatsoever. Lil Nas,
he would have gotten positive attention.
Exactly, he would have gotten positive attention. Lil Nas, like literally the only reason people are attacking him is because he's gay, because there's been straight performers that have like done the exact same thing as him and everyone praises them. So Michael, what is the vibe?
I think you just gotta keep doing whatever you're doing. Just vibing. Yeah. Like, honestly, like, I don't know. Haters gonna hate.
That is true. That is very true. I just don't understand how these people who have come so far in life, like everyone loves Ariana, everyone loves Lil Nas, like especially in this past 2 years, those I feel like two of the artists that have popped off the most in the last 2 years. Ariana Grande had like the best year of her life, 2019, I believe. And I just don't understand, like
the worst year of her life.
Okay, best year of her life in terms of like self-love and self-development.
Yes, but also she lost an ex-boyfriend of hers. She got she called off of her wedding all in the same year.
That did
happen. I guess it is the best year of her life of like self-development.
Yeah.
But I feel like there are obvious things that might say otherwise.
But that's also a great point to bring up. Like, this woman just had like such a rough year that like she's still trying to come back from, and like she releases an album that I'm just gonna say popped off on the charts. But like she released an album and like people are still attacking her. Like she lost people she cared about. Like, oh my gosh. Like I just obviously, like, this is a thing that happens to people who are in the spotlight, and like they're always gonna get shade. But like if you're sitting at home in your bed attacking a grown man for dressing up as his idol, and you're sitting in your bed attacking a grown woman for talking about sex in her songs, I just feel like that takes some self-reflection.
I'm definitely like sitting in my bed right now recording this, talking shit about people sitting in their bed, talking shit about celebrities.
I'm not gonna
How
lie,
do
you're
you
right.
like it? What up? Now that how the tables have turned. How does that make you feel? Yeah,
Oh,
take
how the
that, internet.
turntables, baby.
We're doing the world justice by doing this podcast.
If someone is not actively harming a group of people or someone in general, I just don't think that they deserve shade. Just live your life, baby. Like, come on.
Yeah. I also okay. I think the internet gave people too much freedom,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
or rather, risk-free freedom. Like, because like cyberbullying is a whole nother like type of deal. That cyberbullying, this is something I stand for. Cyberbullying, bad. Real bullying is somewhat necessary, right? Like we need to go for these people and like actually like tell them to their face they're not worth anything and that their bosses should probably fire them or something. But
Yes.
you do it on the message board and either people will say they take you serious and then it actually hurts. And I don't know. I just feel like it takes away the point of being real.
Yeah.
And so you can get away with like being a bag of dirt.
And like everyone will just come to defend. Like half the people just come to defend you. Not gonna lie.
And they can do it without any consequence.
Exactly.
Like bullying is good because it does like teach you to like, hey, there are rules in society and like you don't necessarily have to follow them, but there are consequences if you don't, and people might like you. Whatever. Could be bad, could be worse. That's how society works. But then when bullies do all that, they get punished. Which is that, then they learn that, hey, by trying to do society's dirty work, we're gonna get handed, thrown under the bus and get punished for that, which is necessary. In cyberbullying, there is none of that. You can't punish the bullies, so they just get away with it scot-free. Like, it's all garbage.
So hot takes of today is bullying good, cyberbullying bad. Is that what we want to leave everyone with today, Michael?
Yes, except for us, cyberbullying other cyberbullies.
Oh yes,
In a way that makes us superheroes. Yeah.
Oh, I like that. I have my cape. I always wear my cape.
Big
Well,
cape
thank you everyone for listening. Just please keep in mind, stop attacking people for just being them. I like that message that we gave out today. And if you work in parking services, do your damn job and send out the citations the first time. All of this is about just doing your damn job, everyone. All right. These were great messages. I hope you all take it seriously. This has been 3rd Street and Mikey P. Vibe out.
We out. Vibe out.